just click the link on the screen that you would wish to go to first. Alright. What's up everyone, it's Brenden from the Renegade Films with another episode in my Minecraft tutorial series. Alright, today I am doing how to make your own Bukkit server. So I'm going to try to get this done as fast as possible with as much information being crammed into your head at one time. But I'm also not going to hopefully miss any steps. If I do, please make a comment on what I missed and I will do a video on what I missed. Alright, so let's just kick it off without any more explanation. So you're going to want to go to this website, which will be in the description. Don't need to worry about that. Portforward.com. Okay. So when you get to this website, it might come up with a little different. It might have like a click here to skip this advertisement. Click that and it'll bring you to this page. Don't worry about anything on this page except for this little gray box right here that find guides to your router. Okay. So right here it says choose your router brand. Alright, so you're going to find the exact name of your router. There is an extremely long list of all the routers that you can pick. So I'm just going to go to a very common one around in this area, which is D-Link. So after you found your brand, you're going to find the version or the name, like the under name area of your router. Alright, so normally you can find this on a serial number by the name of your router, and it might be on a little serial tag, it might be underneath the name. However you find it is how you're going to get it. So you just click on a random version. I'm just going to go to this one right here, whatever. And this is not mine. Sorry, I can't do port forwarding on every single person's router. That would take too much time, and I actually can't because I only have one. Alright, so when you find your router name and the version of it, you just click search. And it's going to bring up this long list of ports that you can open so that other people can play on the server you're opening. Alright, so you can, all this stuff, it just seems so long, right? So all you gotta do is click Control F, and you're gonna have this little find key up here. All you type in is Minecraft. You can even, and look at that. You just type in Minecraft, and look, right down here, Rook. You just find here, it's a highlighted Minecraft server, just click that. And it's gonna bring you up steps that you need to do
to open Minecraft port. Alright, so just gonna start from the top, and to find out how to get here is how to go to your default gateway. And to get to your default gateway, the only way that I know how, or to find out how, is on a PC because I don't have a Mac. So you go to the Windows sign and R, and it's gonna open up your run, and all you type in is CMD or command prompt, and you open it up, and in this little area, little bleepy thing, you type in ipconfig, just like that. And it's going to open up all these random numbers. None of these random numbers matter except for right here, default gateway. And the default gateway is 192. Well, this is mine. It doesn't really matter for you because you need a different default gateway to get onto your server. Not your server, your port. Okay. So now I got that out of the way. You follow this on the screen, which are very simple. You just read here, look at the picture, make sure you're doing it right. Read here, look at the picture to make sure you're doing it right. You just follow it all the way down. And open up your server. Remember, the default gateway for Minecraft is 25565. Without this, it will not be a Minecraft server, and it won't actually know what you're doing. And you'll try to join the Minecraft server you just made, or your friends will, and it'll be like, cannot access, and all this stuff that you really don't want to get into. Because you just started making a Minecraft server and you're like, no, all this has gone to waste. Anyways, all that out of the way here, you're just gonna boot your own way to Bukkit forums now, which will also be in the description at the bottom of the page. This is where all the magic happens in theory. So when you get to this website, bukkit.org, you're gonna have all these things just jump at your face at one time. None of this matters, and oh look, random binary in the back. And nothing of this matters except for this area right here, unless you want to get some plugins or something, which you just click here, and there's a long list of plugins that you can add for your server, and then all the little side notes that if you want or not. So I'm just gonna go back to I'm just gonna go back to Bukkit itself, and right here it says recommended builds, and this is where you're going to get the build that is currently in at the time of
I am making this. Alright, so anyways, the recommended build right now is 1.2.5 R1.0, and it's build 2149, which is pretty late into the 1.2.5 cycle. Anyways, you're just going to click on that, and then the Dropbox will appear, and you just click that, and then the Dropbox will appear. I've already have it downloaded, so I don't have to do it again. And that's all you're going to need for this here, and if anything changes, it more than likely will be in the same spot in a later, and if Bukkit updates, I'll more than likely put it on another video. Okay, that's all fine and dandy now. I'm just going to... Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of how to make a Minecraft Bukkit server, and we're just continuing on right from where we left off. Now, how to create the server that you've downloaded, opened up your port, and, well, all you gotta do now is just make it. Alright, so all you're gonna need is to have a folder named whatever you want it to be, a text document, the thing that you downloaded, the Minecraft, the 1.2.5, and a plugin or no plugins, doesn't really matter, whatever you choose. Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to place this file into the folder, and then in this text document, I'm just going to have this batch file here that I'm going to edit and show you what it's going to look like. This here is going to be in the description. All you got to do is copy, paste it in a notepad, and you're set. So basically right here, I'm just going to go through what everything means. This here is where your Minecraft's located. JRE 6 is what version of Java you are on. 7 if it updates. I'm on 6, so I have to leave it at 6. Xmx1G, that's how much RAM you're allotting to the server. 2, 3, 4, and for each gigabyte of RAM you're installing onto the server, that is 4 players that can play with you with no lag. So 1, 4, 2, 8, 3, 12, 4, 16, and just so on, multiples of 4. And then the final thing that's of importance is this right here. Whatever you named, double click. Whatever you named this file, this must be named that. So here I'll show you just for effect. So say I rename it Minecraft _ server 1. Now it won't work. So I'm just going to show you this right now. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to make the text document. So you're just going to open up the new text document that you have. After you copied this from the description, you're just going to hit paste, and there it is right there. And you got everything fine and dandy, but now you have to make the batch file. So you just hit File, Save As. Oh, give me 1 second. I almost missed this. Don't say. I'll just save it anyways, make it easier. Place this in the Minecraft server folder. Double click it again. Well, you wouldn't be doing this, it would already be in that folder. So after you got here, you go File, Save As, whatever you want to name it as. I'm just going to hit start.bat. That's going to change it to a batch file, which will allot the ability to open up the other file within the folder. That's a lot of file folder things. But now you click this drop down too, and you hit all files, and you just hit save, and you're also going to have a batch file. You do not need this anymore, so you just chuck that in the recycle bin. All you have now is just hit double click on this, and see, remember this says Minecraft _ server 1. It says unable to access jar file Minecraft _ server. So if you remember here, this is Minecraft _ server right here. So all I got to do here now is change this to 1, File, Save, Close, double click it, and I failed. I actually have to change this back from this. Change, open it up, and it's just one long series of fails, isn't it? And save. Now it will work. Now everything is the same wording, and kapow, everything opened right up. So I'm just gonna exit out of that and go to the pre-made one that I already have made, so I don't have to deal with all of that. And if you saw earlier there that it didn't look like it was working, it actually did. I have it back a little bit, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so take the plugin that you downloaded, open up the server you just made, and to just get this out of the way right now, open up the plugins, take the plugin that you downloaded from the thing, chuck it in there, you're done. That's all you need to do to download a plugin. Pretty simple, eh? I'm just going to make this full screen. Okay, I'm just going to go through everything, what everything means. World, self-explanatory, that's where all your world is. Banned IPs, people who you banned in-game. Bukkit, don't change. Help, don't change. That's the original file you started with. Ops, you just put the name in which you want an admin to be, or an op. If some plugins change that ops can only do some commands. VIPs can do commands. Admins can only do commands, stuff like that. Server log, I believe that's what people say in your server. And then this is the only thing that's really of importance here that you can really change. Alright, so I just did a little run through to make everything so it's a little bit simpler to explain. Allow nether, you hit true or false. True making it able, false making it not. Level name, doesn't really matter, you can name it whatever you want. Allow flight, this only really matters to survival mode. In creative you can fly no matter what, even if it's on false. So in survival mode, say of the zombies mod, you can use that in the server. If it's on false, it'll just say, it'll boot you, say moving too fast, hacking, and then true is that he can fly around no matter what. Server port, don't change that. You can change it to default. I don't really know if it can be super flat. Not sure about that. And by the way, I spelled default wrong. It should be like that. Super flat. Level seed, you can name it to whatever seed or whatever seed you're very partial to in that, and it'll generate that world. Server IP, don't change that. Don't change this. Spawn NPCs like villagers and testificates, the same thing, but true or false. Whitelist, false or true. If you want people to join your server, if you change whitelist to true, you also have to add their name into this notepad right here. You also have PvP, or I almost missed this. I missed like 2 of them. Spawn animals, true or false. Pretty self-explanatory if you want them to spawn, if you don't want them to spawn. Online mode, this is pretty cool right here. If say you don't have Minecraft Premium and it's on true, everyone can be on. If you don't have Minecraft Premium and you put it on false, people with hacked Minecraft or like cracked Minecraft it'll be on false. PvP, self-explanatory, true or false if you want people to be able to fight. I believe 1 is easy, 2 is normal-ish, and 3 is hard. And I think it can keep going up, but it doesn't really change anything. Game mode, you don't really need to change it because you can change it in-game. Max player is 4 because I only allotted 1 GB of RAM. It will always start off as 20. I just changed it to 4, make it simpler, so only 4 people can be on at a time and not completely lag on my server. Spawn monsters, true or false, pretty self-explanatory there. Generate structures like villages, desert wells, fortresses in the nether, and strongholds that carry like the end portal and stuff like that. View distance, don't change that. And then this is message of the day, or that little gray wording underneath the Minecraft server part. And mine would just say Brenden's server is awesome. Grammar Nazi has to fix that. Brenden's awesome server. And there you go. You have a Minecraft server. Pretty simple, eh? Just do a couple things, open a port, and you're done. I hope you guys all enjoyed this little quick, not really quick, how to make your own Bukkit server, and hope you all enjoyed. Have a great, fantastical day.